Transformers reviews, tech in the news, whatever else I use as a muse. Hit subscribe, I appreciate the views. Influences interest on YouTube.
Welcome back to the channel. It's story time. As you saw with the title, this is the best childhood Christmas I've had ever. And it involves Transformers. Surprise, surprise. I think it was 86 or 87. I can't remember. I had to be, if it was 86, I was 11, maybe 12. But at this time, I didn't see Transformers, the movie, the classic 86 movie. And I know they just brought the characters onto the cartoon after the movie and in hopes of selling toys. And that's what they did for me anyway. So I only remember that part. I didn't know how all these extra Transformers came about. As a kid, your brain kind of fills in the blanks, even if there is no blanks to fill in, which is crazy, but that happens. I mean, it's the same concept that we are thinking back how we were little and thought the toys were so intricate and great, and then you get a G1 figure now, like a regular G1 figure, not just G1 inspired, and you see that it was not the greatest thing in the world. It was like flip, and that's it, and now you're a robot. It's funny. That's a funny thing that you do with memory and as a kid. So anyway, I just remember seeing Galvatron. So I was like, Galvatron, who's Galvatron? Where did he come from? And I want that toy. Who else did I see? And this Christmas definitely affected some of the characters that I truly love. I remember I got Silverbolt, which fueled my love for the aerial bots. I didn't get all the aerial bots because I remember trying to form Superion and I was like a leg short or arm short or something. I think I picked them up later, like with birthday money or something. I had the little ones, but I never got Silverbolt. So when I got the big one, I had a few of the little ones. So I formed Superion without an arm or something. I probably just made it into a whole thing, like he got his arm blown off or something. Who knows what I did? But anyway, Christmas morning comes. I wake up and I have a ton of Transformers. Like, I can't explain it. Before those, I'm not gonna say I never had a bad Christmas, like a terrible Christmas. I should say, we all had stuff. Christmases where we got stuff we ain't want and didn't get stuff that we wanted. Some people had less of a Christmas, and that's not lost on me, but I can't ever say I had a terrible Christmas. But that year, I guess my dad was working overtime. I got Omega Supreme, which is crazy because I don't even know how much that was back then. That was a lot of money. I got Metroplex. Those were the two big ones. I got Galvatron. I got Ultra Magnus. I just remember Ultra Magnus because I was like, this is Optimus Prime. I never had an Optimus Prime. So, like, when that came out, I didn't get those Transformers. So I never had an Optimus Prime, but I remember looking at it, was like, this is white Optimus Prime, which is classic now. I mean, that's the classic thing. What else did I get? I think I got one of the Dinobots, and man, I can't even remember what the other. Two of those were like Omega and Metroplex, like big Transformers that I just loved. And I mean, it fueled my fire for Transformers until this day. But then once I had the toys and, your imagination and just thinking they're intricate and moving them around and having puzzle robots, I used to never use the instructions, and I used to just figure out how, looking back now, it's like, well, duh, you ain't had to be a genius to figure it out. But I mean, I just remember Omega Supreme like taking his legs off and unfolding them and making it track and taking the back wings and making it track, and he moved around the track and the turret would spin around. That was like the greatest robot, which is probably why Omega is one of my top grails, which I have the DX9 version and I will never get rid of it. Jetfire, I never had Jetfire. I think I wanted Jetfire, but with all the abundance of the ones that I did get, it went out the window. You know how it goes. It goes out the window. Sadly, in a sad turn of events, I think I grew out of Transformers like maybe in a year after that. I started getting a little older, started getting into other things, and I still mess with them. I can remember I still messed with them, but it was like kind of sneaky because I was scared of what your friends would think. I had a couple core friends that were into it too. That did, wasn't no judgment there. But when I'm at school, it's like I'm not talking about them. I'm not. So I started kind of like forcing myself to grow out of them. I think that's why also collecting now is so special to me, because I believe, at that age, you're not secure in yourself. A lot of people, some people are like, especially nowadays. That's why I admire the kids nowadays. They don't care. A lot of them don't care what you think. Like they're in the geek culture, I guess, nerd culture or whatever it's called. Just and it's not a stigma no more. For the most part. But back then it wasn't like that. Like I really kind of hid myself. So I think, like I said, that's why I dive into collecting so much now. I know I got off topic. I done went from 86 Christmas to the inner workings of my mind and why I collect now so much. And I gotta give a shout out to my fiance, because recently, maybe 4 years ago, she recreated that 86 Christmas. She's heard me talk about it, and it was so dope because I didn't expect it. Like she just asked me to send her some stuff that I might want. So I sent her a few things and she got all of it. Like I didn't expect her to get all of it, because it was I got Snarl, Fans Toys Snarl, Mike Toys Jazz. I got a Fans Hobby, Double Evil. I got Cosmos. I think that's XTB. There's a couple others that I got, but I just sent her like a list and was like, one of these would be fine. And she got them all. And it was great. Like it was a great recreation, and it was great for, my lady, my fiance now, but my girlfriend at the time was thinking about it, and she recreated that 86 Christmas for me. So I think that was a cool thing. Shout out to her for that. But I'm gonna cut this episode of story time, and I will catch y'all next week for story time, possibly. It's gonna be every Friday, every other Friday, depending on what's going on in my life. Sometimes I can't get to it. I try though. I try to keep it every Friday. All right. So thanks for watching. I want to thank everybody for the support. It's been phenomenal, really, to tell you the truth. And I don't get the best numbers on my videos, but the people that come through, they come through. It don't matter if the figures had 50 reviews already. They're watching my video, telling me stuff, giving me pointers, and it's not a obnoxious type of way. They let me know stuff that if I miss something or anything. Like I really appreciate that. I appreciate the people that come through, leave comments and likes, and say, let me know what's going on. And if I miss something, I welcome that. As long as it's not like obnoxious. I got a couple comments that's crazy, but I don't think they're really fans of my channel. So it is what it is. But for everybody else, I really appreciate it. It doesn't go lost. I don't care if I got 23 views on a video. I know those 23 people fool with me. So it's much appreciated. I will get up with you in another video. Peace.
Ain't over. Life ain't over. Life ain't over. Life ain't over. As long as you're alive, you can give another try and take it real high if you want.